everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
Merry Christmas.
It's MusiPals. Surprise.
Yes.
Are you surprised?
Yes.
We were surprising you.
Yes.
Welcome to the show. This is MusiPals.
Yes.
It's a podcast about musicals for our MusiPals. And as always, I am your sweet, sweet little baby in a manger, Muse Noob.
And I'm your
Dan.
Mother Mary Katie.
In case you couldn't tell from those incredible references, the holidays are upon us.
They're here.
Woo woo! And we have a fantastic show lined up that we are very excited about.
Yeah.
It's about a very funny musical that only Scrooges would hate. The Putnam County 25th Annual Spelling Bee. Actually, I'm surprised I remembered the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It's 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
What did I say?
You said Putnam County 25th Annual.
Dang it.
But it's the same thing and you nailed it.
It's an anagram. We have an excellent show, but with a really, really fantastic guest who is hilarious and wonderful.
Our friend Jacob, who you'll hear from later.
And love later. But before we get into it, we just wanted to take a moment in the spirit of the seasons to say happy holidays.
Yeah, guys.
And me personally, I celebrate Christmas, so Merry Christmas.
I celebrate Christmas too, but happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and
everything. Some different holiday that we're not culturally intelligent enough to know about.
Sorry.
Yeah, teach us about other holidays that we're missing, and
Yeah.
also have happy versions of those. It is snowing.
Very good.
In Chicago. Chicago is expected to get, was it 14 inches of snow this evening and throughout? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 14 inches tonight.
That's insane.
That's a lot of snow.
I don't have boots. I don't own
Damn,
boots.
that's so silly. You're from freaking Michigan. It snows in Michigan.
I have lived in the Midwest my entire life, and I do not have boots.
What do you do when it snows?
Yeah, every year I don't remember. I feel like I have this problem every year, and
Buy
I
them
solve
now.
it. I will probably the next year I'll be like, I don't have boots. I bet I have a store of boots.
Just buy them now. You'll need them for 3 months, and then you'll have them for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but I'm sure that I'll lose them or something. Someone's stealing my boots.
That's foolish.
I'm sure.
To say that you'll lose boots, they're very cumbersome.
You'd be amazed about the things I can.
Well, I'm sure I would. If you could lose a pair of snow boots, yes, I would be amazed.
I can, and I have. I also don't. And you're gonna think that I'm lying, but I promise you, I also don't have a winter coat.
Daniel, literally, how do you not leave your house for 4 months? Like, what do you do?
I don't know. Today I went out for breakfast with some friends, and I literally put on like a Huxtable sweater, a very thin North Face, and then over that like a windbreaker, basically.
Dan, what?
I don't know.
The hell?
I must have had all these things last year and the year before and the year before that, but somehow I lose them, or I don't know.
I'm just worried about you.
I'm a dummy. I'm a big old dum-dum. That's what I am.
I'm just worried. And I hope your parents listen to this podcast so they can get you some winter gear for Christmas.
My mom is going to be like, Daniel! That
or I know your sister listens. Like, please help get Daniel some winter gear.
Says, will you buy me some winter clothing and send it?
The whole family can
Post-haste.
chip in. Like,
send it on the Wells Fargo wagon.
Boots can't be more than $100
Did you
if
see
everyone chips in.
That's true.
Wells Fargo wagon.
Did
I'm proud
you hear
of
that reference to
I
a
did.
musical that we've not yet reviewed?
I know. I'm so proud of you.
I know. I'm learning. I'm learning about these things.
But it was an SNL sketch, so I'm not that proud of you.
That's probably why I know about it. I probably saw that SNL sketch and then saw the bank Wells Fargo, and I was like, I gotta figure out where this is from.
No, they did like a whole Wells Fargo wagon song parody on SNL a couple episodes
Oh wait,
ago.
I know the song.
Yeah.
Oh yes, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. Please let it be for me.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I have honestly no idea where I know that.
That's because they did it on SNL.
That's gotta be why.
Or you just love Music Man.
Oh, is that what it's from Music Man?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would solve it. One of my best friends in middle school didn't tell anyone, but he was in the middle school musical of Music Man. And so I was like, he was like embarrassed. And I was like, dude, that's so cool. And I went and saw him and I endlessly made fun of him afterwards,
Damn.
but only because he was terrible.
I was almost going to be proud of you for like good supportive friendship, and then you're like, and then I made fun of him.
It was so bad. He did like this. Is there a part where it's like, you could talk, you could bicker, you could talk going well,
Yeah, pick a little, talk a little, pick a little, talk a little.
Yeah, he did that part.
Talk a little more.
He did that part.
He did that part? That's usually the women.
Well,
I'm proud. I'm proud of the gender blind casting in this
exactly
production of The Music Man.
That was also the middle of Walled Lake, Michigan, so I assume they just couldn't get enough people to be in the musical.
That's so interesting though, because usually it's like you have a shit ton of girls that want to do theater, and then like 3 guys that want to do it.
Right? Because theater's gay.
No, just
it's not. I'm obviously
their
kidding.
dads like make them play sports or something.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Gender stereotypes.
Or they like sports. You know, you can like sports.
Right.
Or you can like video games.
You can like whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can be whatever you want.
True.
You can celebrate whatever holiday you want. And again, we wish you a very happy version of that holiday. What's going on in your world?
What's going on in my world? So you remember last episode when we talked a little bit about the musical I was in a part of a year ago? We're doing a little reading of it.
Really?
So we've been rehearsals yesterday and today where I'm going after this, and then tomorrow we have a free reading.
The one that we talked about that is like going to the
on
next
the podcast?
level?
Yeah.
Oh,
we're
that's
doing a little reading of
awesome.
the new script, so
That's so
we're in
exciting.
process, y'all.
You hadn't told me about that.
No, I hadn't actually.
That's
but it's pretty
fantastic.
cool. Yeah, I'm very excited. It's such a great show.
Yeah. For those of you who don't remember, that was we were talking about like how musicals get to Broadway, and this musical that Katie was in a while ago could potentially kind of be on that pathway.
It's so good. They're gonna go.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I
so
just
cool.
I have faith in it. The guys are good.
That is so cool. Now is the next step of a reading to go on to like, all right, now we're gonna do this again. Or
It just depends. There's so many.
depends on how the reading goes.
I think I think they're doing this just because they've done a lot of script edits and they want to see like how the new stuff works and
Oh yeah.
get it in front of some other ears, and so
Oh, nice.
you can hear audience reactions and see it on its feed and stuff.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I hope
Very
it like.
cool and
I hope they do
exciting.
pick it back up.
Oh,
'Cause
I'm
I'd love
sure.
to see it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because I dropped the ball the last time.
You did.
I did. In anything else?
No, that's
Yeah.
that's what's going on.
Good. In my world, I haven't told you this. I don't think I've told you this. I auditioned for a television pilot called Dad Inc.
Yeah, you did tell me.
And I auditioned. I got the part.
You're a dad.
I am a father.
Congrats! How exciting, Dan.
I'm playing a father, a divorced father. That your classic idiot dad who doesn't really know what he's doing. That's pretty
Who
much.
loses his winter coat and boots?
Wait a
perhaps?
minute. Have I been typecast? It's possible.
Oh, that's so great.
No, I'm excited. I'm very excited. We have our.
That'll be so fun.
We have our first kickoff. What's it called? The first
Reading,
meeting.
perhaps?
No, it's like the
read through?
No.
Shoot day?
Nope. That's later.
You know what? I
We
couldn't
have
tell
our
you
very
that.
first meeting coming up
Production
on
meeting,
Tuesday.
perhaps?
Production meeting. There it is. Coming up on Tuesday. I'm very excited about
That's really cool.
it. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Big superstar Daniel.
Woo woo! It's
Yeah.
I should be very, very, very clear that it is a very small budget television pilot. Really amazing people. I met everyone who's involved, and they're the sweetest people. They seem really, really smart, but very low budget. It's not like a real deal thing.
Hey, it's real deal.
It's it's not like I'm not auditioning it with Hulu or anything. Yesterday we had the most like traditionally Christmas time, winter time day. It was
Yeah.
wonderful. Liv, we also prescribed to our gender stereotypes. Well, sort of, but Liv was in the kitchen baking Christmas cookies all day, like 3 dozen Christmas cookies. I was in the guest room cleaning it out. So that's not precisely gender stereotypes, but a little bit. But anyway, so made Christmas cookies and watched 3 Christmas movies right in a row. And so I was hoping we could, before we go into the actual musical, I wanted to spend some time, again, only because we celebrate Christmas. I would hope that everyone would tweet us at their favorite other holiday movies. But because we celebrate Christmas, because that's been a part of our lives since we were kids, our favorite Christmas movies, top 3.
Top 3?
Top 3
I don't know
Christmas
if I have
movies.
3.
You don't have to come up with 3.
Oh, you know what? I might have 3. Hold on.
It's tough for me.
You
I have
go
a couple
first.
ties.
Okay.
So I'll say my third one first. My
Okay.
third favorite has got to be Home Home Alone, I think. It's a fantastic Christmas movie. It's underrated. Like people tend to forget that it's even about Christmas.
Exactly.
Really.
People just say it's just a great movie on its own.
Right. It's so good. It has just that nice Christmassy feel to it. Everything is all of the season and very 90s, so it's very nostalgic for me. That's my third favorite.
Isn't our president-elect in that?
That's the second one. Also great, but because of that reason,
just, like,
I'm going with the first one.
Lets him be lost.
I don't care.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing it, but I've heard people say, like, you shouldn't be president because you just let a little boy, like, wander alone in New York by himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
You didn't care.
He's gonna tweet at us and say, so unfair.
And then we'll get
so
a lot of
biased.
And
yeah, whatever.
So unfair. Yes, this podcast is pretty biased.
Yeah.
I guess.
All right, so what's your
Not a
third?
problem. My third, I would say, is The Night Before.
Night Before Christmas?
No, it's just called The Night Before.
Oh, I thought you were just trying to save time.
No, it came out last year. It's Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Anthony Mackie.
Oh, I saw that movie. That was good.
And
I saw the movie come
pals,
out.
And it's like it's like one, like, of course, like all Seth Rogen movies, like one like wild crazy night where they go to a party and it's crazy but it's like a cute little love story, and he's Jewish, so like we pull some Hanukkah in, kind of.
There you go. That's good.
And, well, no, because like it's such a problem in Hollywood. Like there needs to, like, 8 Crazy Nights can't be the only Hanukkah movie.
Right. I know it's because Christmas is so like romanticized, and like Hanukkah is just like, it's also there.
It's also just like easier, and if you're like a lazy screenwriter, like, oh, it's only one night, so like we can like center a movie around it.
Yep.
Whereas like 8 nights, you're like, oh, I have to
Crazy
write
Nights.
like a whole story.
And again, I'm so culturally ignorant. I don't really know what the traditions are around Kwanzaa. Frankly, I would love to learn. I should look it up.
I know a song about Kwanzaa.
That's good.
My middle school is very inclusive, so we sang Hanukkah songs and Kwanzaa songs.
Oh wow. Yeah, I have to watch that. I haven't. The fact that you rank it amongst all the classics, that's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, personally, like, I'm not too attached to like Christmas movies. Like, I didn't really grow up like watching a ton of. Yeah, it's mostly like my like fond feelings are mostly for like Christmas albums, like my mom would play or something like that. So like Christmas movies, like,
What's your favorite Christmas album?
Alvin and the Chipmunks from the 80s.
Chipmunks.
It's so good.
It is a really good one.
Christmas time.
Yeah, actually,
is here.
you've just now actually reminded me that I say that every year. Like, I love Alvin and the Chipmunks, and then when someone puts it on, I go, get this off of my ears.
I like that's if I could have that on repeat like all of December, I would.
Here, we'll put it on. Just for the
you're
listeners,
too kind to me.
For the listeners at home, we've been playing my favorite Christmas album in our ears, which is Charlie Brown Christmas. All right, so number 2 for me, and this is where it gets really, really, really difficult.
Okay.
I think I have to go, though, even it's not overtly Christmas themed, but I think it has enough to be considered a Christmas movie. Harry Potter.
Oh, for sure.
Just because, like, they have the Christmas meals.
Oh, for sure.
And obviously, they're just fantastic movies to begin with. So, arguably, they can't really be considered in the Christmas category, but I watch them at Halloween, and I watch them at Christmas.
Yeah.
And I watch them at Thanksgiving and on Saturdays. And I watch them endlessly.
Yeah,
So,
they big Harry Potter fans up in here.
Pretty big.
But I totally agree.
It's a great one.
Fun fact. So my family's going to London for Christmas this year to visit my brother.
Ooh.
And we just got tickets. We like finally got tickets because it was all sold out, but to the Harry Potter like Warner Brothers studio tour.
I hate you so much.
And I can't wait because like it's gonna be decked out. Like in full Christmas decorations. I am so excited.
For those of you who didn't hear, Liv, who was in the other room, just heard Katie say that and go, what? So
sorry, Liv.
We're going to have to talk about that afterwards. It's fantastic. It's a great Christmas movie. It's a great Christmas scene, even though it's only momentary. But
yeah, doesn't he kiss Cho Chan in the snow? Did I make that up?
He does in the snow. Like
it's snowing like in the background, right? Yeah.
I don't know if it's technically Christmas. I think that's at the ball.
Well, it's winter as hell.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all the theme.
All right, what's your number 2?
It's a more inclusive pick, perhaps. I was gonna say Love Actually. I know people get mad at it,
I've never seen it.
and I'm sure you know what. I agree with the faults, but also just suspend your disbelief and have fun.
The San Andreas fault.
Yeah, Big Earthquakes is it's like Earthquake but a Christmas version. Do you remember? I think The Rock's an earthquake.
I think so. Isn't The Rock also in a movie called San Andreas or something?
Oh, it's San Andreas. That's what I mean. Yeah. That movie.
Yeah. Sexy man. Sexiest man
but
alive.
a Christmas version.
Oh, there's some current events.
True.
Dwayne The Rock
and I
Johnson
would agree.
won Sexiest Man Alive.
Hot as hell.
He doesn't do it for me, but all right.
Who does it for you, Jan?
I'm more of a Gosling kind of guy.
Sure.
So my first pick. I'm really disappointed that the Santa Claus didn't make my top 3. Usually, I would normally say the Santa Claus at 3 or 2. It's a fantastic movie, but I had to drop it out because the greatest Christmas movie ever is Ernest Saves Christmas.
I've never even heard of it.
How have you never heard of Ernest Saves Christmas?
Nope.
Any of the Ernest films? Ernest
Who
Goes to
is
Camp.
Ernest?
Oh my goodness! For the listeners at home, please give me some support and tell me that you love Ernest. So Ernest, Ernest is like a big dummy, and that's kind of the goof, and he talks kind of weird like this. And he's just
Southern.
He gets it a little bit. He wears a great denim vest and always at a hat, and he just
Fancy.
he always finds himself in some new hijinks or in trouble. And it's
Just
hilarious.
shenanigans.
They're the most obnoxious movies possible. So annoying. And the reason that I put Ernest up there, because actually my favorite is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. But the reason I put Ernest up there is that about 5 years ago, my brother-in-law and I were kind of bored at our annual Christmas Eve party with all of our family members.
Yeah.
And we were just sitting there talking, and we were like, you ever seen that movie Ernest Saves Christmas? And we were both like, oh my God, yes, I love that movie.
That's cute.
And then we were like, wouldn't it be really, really funny if we just put it on and turn the volume all the way up right now? And we were like, yeah, that would be really funny. So we sat in the middle of the floor, family room floor, with everyone having their own side conversations, and we just blasted Ernest. And no one said a thing. Not one word. The whole movie.
Did everyone turn to watch it?
Yeah. I exaggerate. Not the whole movie, but for a solid 30, 40 minutes, people were like, oh, it's movie time. And movie time is not a thing in our Christmas Eve party. And so every single year since then, we have tried to, our goal is to find a way to watch Ernest.
That's very cute.
So we do that every year. And every year everyone goes, fucking Ernest again. I don't think anyone else is in on the joke. I think they have a slight understanding that we do it every year, but they're like, didn't you guys watch Ernest last year? Oh yeah, the last 5 years.
Oh yeah, it's our Christmas tradition.
It's super fun. So
Cute.
that's why number 1.
Well, maybe I'll look it up.
You should.
Okay.
All right, what you got? Last one.
Number 1 is White Christmas. But of course, what of course?
Dreaming. Is that what that's from? Or is that just a different song?
Yeah, it's Bing Crosby, other famous people.
I've never seen it.
I don't know. It's a musical. It's very cute.
Oh, it's a musical. We should do it then.
Well, it's a movie musical. But
Yeah,
yes,
that works, though.
We should talk about it sometime.
Next holiday movie. Or next holiday.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's really great. It's the famous scene is they sing the song "Sisters" with big feather fans. Sisters. Anyway,
no idea.
it's great. It's really fun. That's
Shows-
all you want. They
That's
sing
good.
a song about snow, and it's just that the whole time. It's just fun and frivolous and.
All right, I will have to. I was gonna say I'll have to watch it, but I guess I'll have to wait till next year when MusiPals.
No, watch it now. You guys should watch it now.
But I want to watch it. I want to talk about it. I want to watch it brand new, like all of our musicals.
Okay,
You know.
I guess.
Fair.
Fair.
So thank you everyone for listening. We wanted to say happy holidays and any holiday
Yeah.
that you celebrate,
Yeah.
and hopefully you say happy that holiday back to us.
Yeah. Tweet us out. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Tweet at us.
But any holiday, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had so much fun tweeting the Hairspray Live musical with you guys. It makes my day so much brighter when I get to talk to you on Twitter.
Yeah,
so
keep it up.
doing that.
Keep
Yeah,
it up.
We
All
love
right.
it.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. We love you. Happy
love you.
holidays.
Bye.
Have some fun family time or some fun friend time. Goodbye.
Bye.